Hello there, this is Sadie. Last time out, we got another win on Slug A this time. We are going for number 14 today, which would take us exactly halfway through the cycle. This ship is like a slightly worse version, significantly worse actually, version of Kestrel A. It does have a burst laser 2 to start with, and that's pretty good. Let's move my crew around. I've played this ship quite a lot lately because it just happens to have rolled quite a few times. It was late on my 29 streak, and then it was number 29 when I rolled back around, and then I rolled it first on the next streak again. So it's quite a few games lately. This looks like a pretty decent sector. It's got a big nebula at the end. There are a few jumps that seem like they'd be a little tricky to spot. We definitely go there first, then there, and then there. We don't really want an early store on this because we have nothing to sell, but it would still be useful to spot them. But yeah, the problem with this ship is if you take one hit on weapons, your burst laser goes down and then you're in trouble and you're vulnerable to bad cascades. And you have an artillery beam, which sucks and takes up a system slot. Do I risk a crew member for this? I'm going to say no. If we lost our NG, it would be really, really bad. Like, we could lose... Okay, there's the store. If we lost the Mantis, it wouldn't matter too much. But losing the NG would be a catastrophe, because then we can't, have a problem with fixing things. Well, we're just ignoring that store. We're not going there. I was going to go to that jump to see what's down here, but since we seem to have a little bit of time, I'm going to go here and then to distress. Okay, good. Storage cache. Now this is a good fight. This enemy is a beam mastery. They can't hurt me at all, and this is a double scrap possibility. I like that possibility. The only way we would be able to go to that store is if this drops something really good and expensive to sell. Something that we don't want, obviously. Very easy fight. And unfortunately, we didn't get a double reward, and we got the lowest amount of scrap that you can get for a medium reward in Sector 1, so great. We do have good distress options on this ship with the NG and the rock and the beam that we have, but this is just a fight. Get you into shields, I guess. Fed A does not get through Zoltan shields very quickly, unfortunately. I'm concerned about this bomb. That looks to be an ion bomb, and if that goes off on my shields, that's very, very bad. Yeah, one room over and we would be getting the crap torn out of us, but we'll now probably be able to knock this off. Okay, that sneeze appears to have gone off. And so have their weapons. I won't try to crew kill this. It's too dangerous to let them get those weapons back. Let's just take them out. With 2 Zoltans, you could potentially crew kill this. You just need any kind of fire. Well, we got a double reward for that. Well, it looks like we're going to a store because we don't really have much choice but to go through that beacon. So these are our 2 stores for the sector. Since I know one is there, I will hold off getting the buffer upgrade, which is frustrating. And then we'll go here, see if we can make some more scrap, and then hit it with maybe 50. Or we could hit it with 33 because we didn't get any more. Only thing here that we could buy that I would actually want to buy would be an ion blast, and there isn't one. I'd like to be able to buy that hull laser to extend my offense, but we can't do that. And I don't think it's worth trying to farm the scrap up and come back. That will delay my shield upgrades way too long. We'll just have to look for a weapon in Sector 2. Well, we know we aren't seeing any more stores, so we just want to maximize jumps. Okay, well, we've at least got our shields up. I don't know whether we'll actually be able to take all of the jumps we would like, unfortunately. Okay, we have a trainer ship, although actually no, we can't train our engines here because they've hacked it. So I actually won't bother to train anything here. If we could flip these two around, we could oxygen kill it. We just need the NG fixing something else, and then we hit the oxygen while they're doing that. Well, we don't have much hull to play with, so that may not work. We also need to hit twice, because otherwise the NG will fix it before our burst laser 2 charges again. So let's... Okay. Now we shoot the oxygen, that will hold a Mantis in there. I don't know what level oxygen they have. Let them fire. Yeah, they have level 2. So this will almost certainly not work now. If they had level 1, I think we might be able to pull it off. We'll see though. Mantises are very, very slow when it comes to repairs. And we missed once there, so this is definitely not happening. We'll give it a try, but I mean, even setting a fire now isn't even that helpful because that will pull the NG in. It doesn't look like they're running away, so we don't give anything up to try, but... nowhere near drained enough. We get 8 scrap from that. I mean, it's something, but it's not much more than nothing. That's an Artemis missile. Yeah, it is. Thank God we pulled it down. I need to keep my second shield bubble up here so that even if this hits right as the solar flare is going off, we still have a shield bubble up. Can we vent this in time? Let's try if we do that. Things vent based on how many external vents are open joined to it, even if it doesn't seem to make a great deal of, like this vent is really far away, it should probably not have that much of an effect. But that's how the game works. Similarly, it will actually vent faster. If you do this, it will vent faster than doing this, even though that also does not appear to make a great deal of sense. Okay, we have a slaver ship. What crew do you have over there? Okay, you have a Zoltan in weapons. We're having good luck dodging Artemis missiles. The Zoltan is forcing the reason, even though they have 3 power in weapons here, because we've done 2 and that's not red. The Zoltan is forcing power into the weapon in slot 1, which is always the 2 power weapon, which for them is this Artemis missile. So that's their Zoltan actually kind of working against them, although really the only thing this heavy laser could do that would be meaningful would be collide with one of our burst laser shots. Unfortunately, we'll probably kill this. Well, we will kill this Zoltan the next time we hit him. But they'll run the rock in, and the rock is very, very slow to move. Go, artillery, go. No, we are not accepting a Mantis. We want our high scrap reward. I cannot buy a laser with a Mantis. Now let's take these nebulas. We know we've already seen manually surge because we skipped that earlier. I don't like this fight. I hope they charge that charge ion up all the way, because then we'll actually get it off before... We'll get our burst laser off before they get that off. Thank you. Everyone hold your breath until we can get this heavy laser offline. Now we reward our crew with oxygen. Okay, we're at that 80 buffer for where we can get hacking. Things also bend faster if you turn the oxygen on. Which, that does, in fact, make quite a lot of sense. Let them in. Have our beefier crew beat the crap out of them. If I wanted to really micro, I could feed all of those kills to my Mantis, or whatever. Combat skill is extremely marginal. Almost every ship we fought so far has had a missile, except for that one ship that would have been a trainer had it not hacked our engines. We either set a fire there or they only have 2 crew, because they just ran someone out of engines. From the fact that that just burned down, we clearly have set a fire. And we probably just killed someone because they just rammed the pilot into that room. Let's sit and watch here. No. Crew killing is not viable. They have an NG over there. Mantis ships always, pretty much, except for a couple of scripted ones, almost always have 1 NG to do repairs, and that's gonna be whoever put that fire out and started fixing the weapons. Thanks, artillery beam. You made a real invaluable contribution to this battle. Now, do we have time to jump to that beacon down below and then come back? Not without diving. And although the dive would not have an ASB, it's still dangerous. An early dive, like the dive ship itself, could be nasty. So I'm going to just not do that. We made 148 scrap in that sector. That's decent. But the store location sucked. We go to NG so we can find another one. More missile ships. Unfortunately, missile ships that are boarding us in our piloting and will affect our evade. As long as we keep that missile down, we're okay. There's always a danger with the burst laser too, that it takes about the same length of time to fire as it does for many types of crew to get like a point of repair on a system. Which means sometimes you'll do the damage, they'll run someone in, it will be charging up, you'll fire it, and then immediately after you fire, they'll actually get the point of repair. Which means you won't be able to then get a subsequent shot off before they fire at you. So you kind of need to be careful. moving forward. What's your specialty? That saves me 7 scrap, but like I don't care about that. I care about having opportunities for stores, and now we found one. Now we could try to get more scrap before that store. The problem is this is quite out of the way, and if, say, this store sucks, we have a bunch of beacons like down here that are hard to see. I think I'm gonna just go to this store. And indeed, this store truly does suck. It has a combat drone. That would lock us out of hacking and cloaking and is kind of a desperate play, so I'm going to keep pushing on and hope we find something else instead. Attack the ship. This ship could be crew killable, it depends on the bomb. Actually, probably not crew killable, they have an NG over there. It at least is a possible trainer ship. Yeah, it's a stun bomb. If we run them out, if we run 2 shield bubbles, this ship literally can't hurt us. So we're going to train evade at least here, and I will meet you back when that's done. Okay, we're back. Our Mantis is about to finish his shield skill. So if we want to crew kill this, we'll have to put the NG over there in shields. And this is likely to go into have the same problem that the previous ship we tried this on did. But we might as well give it a go. Maybe this one will only have level 1 oxygen. Maybe it did, but we missed, unfortunately. And the NG has fixed that. We'll try again, but... Okay, we got a fire that will delay them and pull more people in. Yeah, they do only have level 1 oxygen, but now we've hit them too many times. I think this is going to be exactly the same problem. Had we hit on that first one, we might have been able to do it. Screw it, let's just end this. We could only hit them twice more. Even a Mantis, Mantis takes 25 seconds to fix 1 level, so we would have a max of 75 seconds. It takes longer than that for the oxygen to run out, and the oxygen needs to not only run out, you need the crew to actually suffocate as well. So that's not enough time. I had already looked at the map. This seems like a desirable beacon to get to. We could damage buffer the weapons, but I'm concerned there could be a store with like a heavy laser 1 and hacking. Or alternately, we might be in a situation, as I think we were the last time we played this ship, where we have to upgrade onto a 3 power weapon, which there we have to both acquire the weapon and spend the money upgrading our weapon system, which is quite expensive. So I mean, admittedly, oh yeah, this is this event where they only have Mantises on their crew. I mean, admittedly, I suppose that if we need to upgrade our weapons, well, upgrading our weapons is a good way to achieve that, but it does limit our options, so I'll wait to see what we get. I think this event can occasionally, if you get the good option, can occasionally drop a weapon itself, but it doesn't usually. Our artillery beam will kill here. Yeah, if the NG are actually there and you have an NG, you can sometimes get a weapon drop from it. I'm going to go here just in case the store's down there. Let's listen to their problem. If we send a Mantis, we will kill this crew member. If we send the human, we will get Robert Smith on our crew, or we could take him back to his family and get them to upgrade our engines, but that's generally, at this stage of the game, that's not really worth it. It's only 15 scrap on an upgrade we don't really need. Let me check out how much scrap this gives us. I think it may only be a low reward, the Mantis one, in which case I think I'd prefer the crew member. Yeah, Mantis is low scrap with resources. I think I'll just take off from a position on the ship. Welcome aboard, Mr. Smith, and we can now move our shield Mantis into that system. And hey, there's that store we were looking for. And they have weapons. We're buying both of these. And all this fuel. Now we upgrade the weapons. Well, I'm happy. We'll have more opportunities to get hacking later, and I'm happier having both weapons. I suppose I should have looked before I clicked both, but you know, there was only a chance hacking would be there, whereas, you know, we had those two weapons right there. If I get systems to support us, we can win the game with these potentially. I'm very glad that it was a 1-power weapon, because that means we can start saving scrap again immediately. We don't need to upgrade our weapons a bunch more times. You have an NG, we're not going to try to crew kill. We've got that event twice and have made 17 scrap from it in total. One, two, out. I think we only have 2 more jumps there. It's very, very borderline. It might be 3, but I'm not going to risk it. Doesn't look like there's a good way to get 3 anyway. Okay, storage cache, and this fight is completely safe. Let's just take out their shields, then their evade, make it as fast as possible. Okay, we get something that we can sell, or potentially even use. We used that recently on the Zoltan Sea run. Although we didn't have nearly as good weapons as this when we were forced into that. Cool, more stuff to sell. I suppose if we get some fires with the heavy laser, we might be able to use that to stun people and get crew kills, but I am going to give out 15 missiles here. This seems like a very strange trade. Yeah, if they had the explosive replicator, I'm not clear. Okay, yeah, you can see how close that was and why I wasn't certain that was possible. I don't really understand why they would need 15 missiles if they already had an explosive replicator, but whatever. I'll take the 30 scrap and move on. Zoltan Homeworld is, well, Zoltan, and Zoltan is dangerous. On the other hand, we get better options for Sector 4, and it is Zoltan 3, not Zoltan 4. So I think we're going to take it. It has more stores. We now have enough to get hacking by selling the defense drone, the explosive replicator, maybe the stun bomb if we need to, although we would be above 80 with that. And it's only the border police. We have double Mantis. I'm not too concerned about the border police, and there's no energy bombers in Zoltan 3. Let's look up there. You might even get a Zoltan shield, although I think that's unlikely. You need to crew kill to get the proper reward in this fight. I'm actually going to skip this fight. That fight can be really nasty if they high roll, and we are quite thin on power right now. I don't want to risk the run for like 11 scrap. We will attack this slaver, although they do have very good weapons. The fire beam isn't that dangerous, but obviously the burst laser and the missile are. That is a Lido because these are both 2 power weapons. They can't have level 6 weapons here, so it must be a 1 power missile. No, not my artillery. You really don't like that system. Which is a feeling I can appreciate. Okay, that's not something I can appreciate. Put Robert Smith in weapons and get my NG repairing. Okay, they just fired the laser at me, and this missile's in the air, so I want more evade. Now I'll put the second shield up. Okay, well we now only need 1 shield bubble. Unfortunately, they did the smart thing there. Possibly a crew kill. Double Zoltans in a room on fire are kind of vulnerable. Who is surrendering there? You are literally exploding at this moment. We are obviously going to reject this. We ended up getting crew anyway. We'll just take another NG. Your first thing is to go and fix the oxygen. Put you on doors now, and Robert Smith can man the sensors. No store. I kind of want to store just for fuel right now. Let's look here. That sees quite a lot of the sector, and then we go down. Yuck. Double offensive drones and a missile is not what I wanted to see this early, and a burst 1 amongst other things. Fortunately, we hit all of our shots there. We can still take damage because of this combat drop. Okay, now we're safe. Start fixing things. I'd really like some more power as well right now, but I'm just looking out for another sore. You guys start repairing healing. Good. Still no store. I'm gonna look down here to see these 2 beacons. If we don't see a store at one of those, I think I will buy a power bar. Where are you? In a location that I will vent. Why did I open that internal? I'm a fucking idiot. That was not what I wanted to do. Well, we'll just fight them. We have 6 crew, there aren't enough of them. Okay, NG, stop being punched. Rocks are better at being punched than NGs. Our mantis are wounded, let's just finish the fight in here and then everyone can heal. And you guys get in there. Nope, no store, let's buy a power bar now. We've already seen, well no, we haven't seen this one, we've seen that. Yuck. At least they only have 1 shield, but I do rather wish we had a hacking to run for this. I hate you. We have dodged a fair number of missiles, our dodge training is really coming in handy. Okay, that's the Lido missile that's still up. Just great dodge after those. After that first initial hit on my weapons, it's just been fantastic pilot work. Keep those things down. I'm going to take that, because that doubles our fuel. It also just ends this fight. It stops them from getting a string of their own crazy dodges and being able to continue pelting us with missiles. Okay, that's the beacon we want to see. That will... If that doesn't see a store, they're in very, very strange locations. There's no difference between these two. They don't see any more or allow me to do anything more. There could be one here, which would be a very awkward spot, but there's always at least 2 stores in Zoltan. In fact, there's always exactly 2 stores in Zoltan sector. Pulsar is probably helpful to us here. I mean, their missile was ignoring our shields anyway. I fired that fast because if that had hit my weapons, I then wouldn't have been able to use the burst laser anyway, but thankfully we got more incredibly good dodges. Even though we have a double fire, I'm not trying to crew kill this. They have an Artemis missile, there's a Pulsar. There's many ways that could go wrong, like that. Where the hell are the stores? They must be there and there. It's the only logical places they could be, which is extremely annoying. I don't think we can hit both of them. We would have to go, what, here, there, then back. No, there's no way we can hit both of those. Since this one is more conveniently located, we just go to that. In fact, I think if we go to that top one, we would just dive. It looks like we have 3 before the store, so we'll go here, here, there. Or we could go here, there, there. Maybe we could squeeze in another one from that nebula. Check it out. I think we can take this off before it finishes firing at us. I think it will like get a few of the shots in the air, but probably not all three. Okay, I was wrong, but we dodged one. Oh yeah, we don't have, that's right, we don't have full weapon training. If we'd had full weapon training, I think we could have done that. But of course I couldn't weapon train with that previous ship because we didn't have the heavy laser one then. Down you go. Now, I think we could do this, that, but Zoltan Nebulas are generally quite bad, and I'm not 100% certain, so let's just go for the store. Get rid of this, get rid of this. One fuel, we need to repair. And now I need to consider this. I think the long-range scanners here may be a trap, but I am going to take a moment to think about that. Okay, we're back. So, I'm thinking still about whether or not this is the right thing to do. We know our next sector, we're one jump away from the exit, so we're going there and then we're going right into Sector 4. Our next sectors are a choice between purple and red. We know that from the map. We went to this sector in part to avoid a forced red. If our options... On the one hand, we could have options of, say, the purple sector could be a slug sector, which is 2 to 3 stores, and the red one could be, say, rock or abandoned, which has 2. On the flip side, the choice could be between Uncharted Nebula and Rebel, which are 0 and 1, which are, 1 to 2, and the Nebula could theoretically be 0, although almost never happens. If we had only one store in those sectors, and say we bought the long-range scanners and we jumped right in, that might cost us something. Now, if we spend the 30 scrap now, we could potentially sell the long-range scanners back. So we effectively, if we buy the long-range scanners, we would have 133 scrap. So I don't think that option, puts us away from being able to afford anything, because we can't afford cloaking right now anyway. The only way it could cost us cloaking would be, say, we spend the 30 scrap, that takes us to 118, and the next jump we make, say, 13, and then we jump into the next sector, get an immediate store, and selling long-range scanners will get us to 146. That's a possibility. I don't think that's terribly likely, and I would rather get hacking here than cloaking anyway. And even if that were to occur, we could probably find another fight with the scanners, jump to that, then jump back to the store. The situation I'm more concerned about is if we jump into the next sector and we don't have a store, we're not in a great position right now. We've got decent weapons, but our defenses aren't that great and we've not acquired any systems. So if we jump into the next sector, I'm worried about a really, really nasty early Sector 4 ship. And if we jump to the next sector and we don't need to see an immediate store, I need to do this so that I can use another laser. That's basically all my scrap. If I buy the scanners right now, actually, I can't even afford to do that. I could do this and squeeze the last power by turning oxygen off. And I'm worried that if we do that, that takes up basically all our scrap. And then if, say, halfway through the sector we see a store, and we have maybe 50 scrap, then we can't sell the scanners to get us, we go there, we have 50 scrap, it has hacking, we can't sell, we sell the scanners for 15, it's still not enough. On the other hand, we could sell the stun bomb in that scenario. So it would only be the case we were very, very low on scrap, and if we were very low on scrap, the scanners should prevent us from having that happen. We've already sold the... I'm not selling the stun bomb right now because we might want to actually use it. I sold the other things because I know we're definitely not using them. I think we're going to do this. I'm not 100% certain that this is the right play, but I think it will... It shouldn't, in this scenario, cost us anything specific. But, you know, long-range scanners, you need to be careful about just snap buying them, because, like, the thing about long-range scanners is, I mean, I love that augment, and if you buy them 9 times out of 10, it will probably, you know, it'll pay off. The problem is what happens that 1 time out of 10 when it doesn't. And, you know, that 1 time in 10, if you want to win a full cycle, you need to win more than 10 games. So you need to play around those extreme bad cases. And the cost of that happening may outweigh the downside where that potentially happens, because you buy the scanners and put yourself in a bad spot, may outweigh the extra scrap you get from the scanners in the other 9 games, because you might have won those games anyway. In this scenario, it does actually there is an additional benefit to getting the scanners, which could be valuable if we're, say, in Sector 4 and it's dangerous, which is we could avoid a nasty hazard fight if it looks bad, because we'll be able to see. Let's go look for the rebel ship. Like, if we jump into Sector 4 and there's an immediate pulsar, say, we can avoid that fight. Go and deal with the boarding drone. That's nasty. There's a breach in there. The oxygen is out. And we can't fix it because of this stupid thing. Our Mantis will kill it, though, and then we'll send the NG in. We will actually send both NG in. Fuck. They have a repair drone over there, too. I thought I sent both NG over there. Ignore that for a moment. Okay, at least we got that down. Our artillery beam will go off here as well. That actually legitimately is quite helpful. More fuel is nice, but that's the amount of scrap that would literally put us in that situation we were just describing, where we would have done ourselves out of cloaking if it appears at an immediate store. Obviously, if a store has hacking and cloaking, we will buy hacking in preference, but, you know, a store might have cloaking and, I don't know, defense drone with a system, or drone control with a system repair drone, and the clone bay or something like that. And in that situation, I would want to be able to buy cloaking. Okay, we're clearly going to go slug here. There's way more stores. There's potentially 2 more stores in this sector relative to the pirate sector. But we do need to be wary here because, okay, we don't have an immediate store, we have an immediate load of fights. I need to upgrade my weapons because slug ships, well, they can have, are more likely to have, like, high shielding. They're more likely to have have a 3rd shield bubble compared to any other ship at this point. Now, we could jump up here and see what's up there in case that's a store. Thing is, if we do that, I don't think we see this beacon. Like, our fastest way would be like there, 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 there. I guess we could do that. Like, the scrap finding path will be taking these 3 fights and just skip that. I mean, we can potentially skip that because even if there is a store there, there will be at least one other store somewhere in the nebula. But it might be like there. In fact, against the possibility that that's the case, I will jump here. And first ship here has 3 shield bubbles, although it doesn't have great weapons. Depends what that bomb is, I guess. If it's an ion bomb, it can be dangerous. But yeah, if we were trying to do this with just Burst 2 and Heavy Laser, it wouldn't work. We'd need all our shots to hit. If we were just trying to do it with Burst 2 and Burst 1, it's still a bit tricky. Put the second shield bubble up. There, that keeps it up. They probably have an NG fixing that. Between the fact that we can't see what's going on in the med bay, we're not even making a remote attempt to control this. Let's just win the fight. Okay, that's not where I wanted to spot the store. I think the best play now is to backtrack to here, take these 3 fights, and then hit the store. Because the only other way we could do it would be like here, here, and then store. But then we're only getting 1 extra fight. Whereas we go this way, we're getting 3 extra fights. That should get us, let's have a quick look. The average scrap rewards in Sector 4, a medium scrap reward gives you 21 to 35 scrap. So that's, what, 28.5 on average? So that would be about 85 more scrap compared to what we have now. That would put us at 122. So the long-range scanner purchase there actually would not put us off because we could sell stun bomb and long-range scanners for cloaking if needed. Also, we could potentially farm additional fights for this store. Actually, we could potentially go here, 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 and if that's a store, we go there. There's also the possibility that we could fight like a coffin ship and get a crew kill or something like that. Now, we are going to take a bit of a risk here and not upgrade our oxygen. If one of these is an oxygen hack event, well, we'll just have to kill the ship really quickly. I don't want to spend 25 scrap for that before a store. Okay, this ship is crew killable as long as we can take that big missile off. Which that missile is a breach missile for sure, because slug ships never use Hermes missiles. They only use breach missiles and they only use Artemis missiles. So similarly, if you see the small missile model on a class of ship where it actually says slug, that is always an Artemis missile, not a Lido. Okay, oxygen is down. Now we just have to keep this missile down, which shouldn't be that hard. Because the other thing is at this store we probably want to buy some fuel. We definitely want to buy some fuel. Just do 1 point of damage a time. We don't want to overdo it because we might either blow the ship up or we might hit them loads of times and then set a fire that causes them to burn down. But we do want to keep this off as long as possible. We'll shoot this time, wait for them to recharge a shield bubble before firing my burst 1. Now I'm going to let them keep it up because I'm worried about fires. They would need to repair 4 levels and then charge the breach missile, which it would take 20 seconds to charge the breach missile even after they've fully repaired. I think that they will die before they can do that. Unfortunately, we have no one that we can use to watch what's going on. No slugs on our ship. Yep, we had more than enough time, and yeah, we got that's a high reward because actually it might be, I suppose, that a high reward in Sector 4 is 35 to 41, so it could be, and the medium is 21 to 35, so it could be like the highest point of a medium reward, but I'm 99% sure this event gives a high reward if you crew kill. Ugh. Decline, damn it. They didn't actually fight us. If we'd had a slug, we could get a blue option there. Well, this is the one that's hacking our oxygen. We can't therefore crew kill this coffin ship. Suppose we could try crowding all of our crew in the med bay. That sounds quite annoying, though. We have 6 of them. Considering that between that and them having an Artemis missile, I'm just gonna not bother. Blow them up. Okay, that's down. Powering the artillery beam because we just need to win this fight fast. I don't know why I powered the artillery beam to do anything fast. Okay, well we have another store to go to if this one sucks. Okay, they have hacking. Kind of like to get the burst one as well, but we can't afford that without selling stun bomb and long range scanners and making it very difficult for us to get fuel and repairs. So I think I'm gonna just, you know, with these weapons we can go for quite a while. These, in fact, plus the stun bomb and the hack, we can go for quite a long time. Might be worth getting 2 fights in and then checking that store. It will in fact be worth doing that because we can buy more fuel if nothing else. Maybe if that store has a burst one or something, we can get that. We're seeing the number of ships in this slug sector that have, you know, the third shield bubble. That's 3 already so far. It is definitely noticeably more common. This is probably a crew kill though. That sound means they're breaking in with a Mantis. We just need a fire in there. Nothing so far. Depends on what their other crew member is, I guess. But... okay, never mind. Wow, they have level 3 piloting. More fights. And our long-range scanner is actually allowing us to get this fight as well. And another ship with a third shield bubble. Start venting you. Like here, the scanners are helping us find loads of fights, and that's what they typically do. So most of the time, they are worth it. It's just, there is an opportunity cost to getting them, and you need to consider that if you want to maximize your win rate. Unfortunately, they still have the missile. Hit detection will have already happened there in the brief moment that it was depowered. If I use proper micropause stuff, you can get that down to like exactly the right frame. Players like Crow Revel will do that, but I'm not patient enough and I can't micropause on this keyboard anyway. I have to use my special Stealth B keyboard to pull that off. Okay, that means several of their crew are... oh yeah, of course several of their crew are dead. They died when they came and boarded our ship. But I'm not going to try to kill them. They are too dangerous for that. Well, we've made 59 scrap and we have the stun bomb to sell for another 22. Can we get this fight before we go to the store? I think so. Yeah, we can. As long as we don't get double pursuit, which I don't think we can get here. I'd normally have level 2 hack by now, but because we spotted that store, I haven't paid for it yet. It does, however, make your weapon hacks not quite as effective. No. Guess it doesn't matter what we shoot at here. If we hit, we win. Now, the auto reloader here is cute, but it doesn't, you know, like it's just a nice to have thing. And you know, stealth weapons, well, I love that thing, but we don't have cloaking, so there's no point in me doing that. Go here, there, out. We might even dive here because the exit is in a nebula, but probably not. Nah, it's not worth it. More ships with 3 shield bubbles. Is that 6? Oh, so far it's at least 5. Now here the level 2 weapon hack will get us. If we'd only done a level 1 weapon hack, they would fire before our second thought. Well, because we have level 2, we get to do that. Yeah. Their slug repair gel will help them fix that, but still. It's gonna take a long time before that Artemis missile is back up. Especially if we do that. No, no surrenders. There's possibly a store at one of these non-nebula jumps, but I can't see all of them, and we got what we really needed right now anyway. Yeah, speaking of what we really need, that's a very good, very good deal. Yeah, considering that diving will only get us like a distress beacon and an empty nebula, there's no point in us risking the dive fight for it. We are not going to abandon 5. That is probably the most dangerous sector in the game, and especially if you don't have mind control counter. That's when Lanius bombers start boarding you with 2 crew instead of 1. They do that in sector 6 and 7 as well, but usually by then you're stronger. So relative to where you are in the game, Abandoned 5 is, in my opinion, the most dangerous. You know, it's in that sort of sweet spot of when they are dangerous relative to when you are strong. I probably didn't explain that very well, but... Well, maybe this is our 3rd time getting this event. Maybe we can get more than like 8 scraps this time. I see your 2 humans and raise you 2 mantis. These 2 wounded people are heading for the med bay. Those Engi are coming to board us. Oh, we can get a crew kill here now. If we vent while they're fighting in there, that will increase the amount of damage that we do. I mean, we can get a crew kill even if we don't kill them on our ship. It seems like they have a very fast teleporter. But we can still fundamentally lock them in that room. They're going to try to get to the med bay and or try to repair their weapons. We're not going to blow them up if we fire everything, are we? That's 5, that would do 3. Yeah, we would if we fire the heavy laser, so let's not do that. Let's do that instead. Much better reward. Yeah, their fast teleporter kind of works against them there. This could be a request for fuel, but actually we can now do that. It would kind of make it awkward to see these beacons. I think I'll go here instead. I hadn't really noticed until now, but this civilian sector has an amazing nebula. We are not surrendering our crew to slavers. We probably don't need to hack this. As long as we can knock that chain ion off before it's charged up. Let us attempt to vent these fools. We can speed things up by opening the vents over on this side. Didn't work. I didn't think that it would, but two Mantis could probably, you know, well, at least hold their own in this fight anyway. Had we hacked, we might have been able to kill this, but I'm not sure we could have even if we'd done that. No. We already have a weapon engine. We don't have a high scrap reward. I think I can take these three, the distress, fight, distress, and then back to the store. It does mean not seeing that stuff up there, but a definite store is better than a possible store. We actually could buy cloaking right now anyway, because we can sell stun bomb and scanners for it. Yeah, give you 2 fuel, get a map. Okay, the other store was up there, but there is a third store down there. So if this one turns out to be a dud, we'll head through the nebula, which is a bit barren for a nebula. Civilian nebulas usually have more fights in them. Although some of them might appear at those beacons anyway, we'll see. Glade beam is a bit spooky. See if we can dodge this. Yeah, cool. Good. Oh, you still have the ion on. I guess that makes sense. We can't possibly have done 5 damage to their weapons. No. We're going to hit a store in a moment. We need all the scrap we can possibly scrounge up. They have an NG in there. That nearly allowed them to escape, but only nearly. No. No cloaking. Buy all this fuel. And no weapons that are worth buying anyway. If we're going to use a awkward rubbish weapon, we might as well use the awkward rubbish weapon we already have. Okay, well, we have pirate ships in these empty beacons, so we get some fights after all. You're in a very easily vented location. Send my Mantis to help out. may have killed some people over there, but I don't know. It looks like they have quite a few crew anyway, so I think we're gonna just... Well, they're gonna try boarding us with like an NG there. You're dead. They're not currently powering their, they fixed it. Yeah, we can't get a crew kill now. Whoever it is that was in there will be at full health. Actually, if it's a Zoltan, maybe we can. If we can get a fire in this locked room. We have only one more chance to do that. But Zoltans are very, very frail. Now let them recharge one shield bubble and fire the burst one. Didn't work. We can do this a few times. Oh, they have another crew member over there. I just saw that that's charging. Never mind that. Drat. No weapon drop. Let's buy a bit more power and only one for him. I would always go forward on the assumption, what happens if I make 0 scrap between now and the store? That's not very probable, but it can happen. And spending some there would take me to 149. That's not enough for cloaking unless I sell something. And I don't want to have to sell something. Here I will just feed the kills to my Mantis because it's quite easy. That's possibly the manually search event, but it's in a very bad location. That particular sort of scan showing no ship detected but an ion storm, that's one of the ones where that can happen. There are 4 different types of events that can happen there. So if I were to want to get the piloting blue option, it would be to upgrade piloting before that, but it's not worth it. In this case. My weapons are fast enough that I can afford to shoot at theirs once before going after their piloting. Okay, you're going nowhere. Easy win. Forward scouts, so probably won't be a great reward, but every little bit of scrap is helpful. 28. Now we'll get that extra power bar. Take here, go to the exit, maybe hit that as well, or some of these other... I misclicked. Well, now we'll go here. We see a ship anyway, but... Okay, that's really, really fucking irritating, because that's right next to my weapons. And they're running away. I still need to hit their... You know, even if it means they escape, I have time. Can you keep him from... Okay, we kept them ionizing my weapons at least. I'd rather keep their missile down than even if it means they escape. If they're going to escape when they have an ion intruder drone, I would rather, you know, if they come over and like ionize my weapons with this one, I would rather that they be able to escape. That didn't mean that was an invitation for that to happen after I had hit your weapons, you stupid fucking asshole. Can't even keep hitting this thing because of the breaches in both of those rooms. I hate ion intruders. No cloaking, there is an ion blast which we will buy. And in that case, let's get rid of this. Okay, cool, an outpost. What are you hacking? Yeah, we won't hack them then. Which unfortunately means they get this missile on me. Now I will hack them, because that's an Artemis, and they're going to get multiples of them off if we don't. Even if it means they blow up my hacking drone, well, if we can prevent one or two, that can potentially buy us the time. Like, that volley missing doesn't matter so much now because we're going to get another one still. But if I'd done it right at the start of the battle, they'd have blown my hacking drone up mid-air. Oh, cool, they didn't even blow the hacking drone up. A hack on your hack doesn't always do that. It depends on the level of the hack. That sentence may have contained the word hack more than any ever uttered in the English language before. Nice, double reward. We'd have to dive to go to this, and this, although it looks like it's in a nebula, is not. Let's go slug home for more stores. In that previous slug nebula, we never upgraded our oxygen, so we're now going to do that. I'm going to also upgrade my engines in case we need to run away. Still primarily looking out for cloaking. I'd like to do that, but I can't afford to do that quite yet. Probably one or two more fights. Nice weapons. Let them shoot the single shot lasers. Cool. Well, this is now an easy crew kill. They only have one slug in that section of the ship. They're not going to successfully put out a double fire. It even burned down before they could shoot the burst tube. We can watch this slug burn to death. It's spread to their shields, which is why he's now trying to get out. He'll take a bunch of damage while battering on the locked doors. And he'll very quickly, we'll see the door to piloting open. Okay, we won't because the fire's in piloting too, so he's burned to death by now. So now we just wait for all the air to run out. I'll put the light on while I'm doing that. Let's shoot at engines once. That will make things very slightly faster. Because we just dealt 30 damage. We also got a breach there, actually, so that will drain the oxygen out of that room significantly faster. Even though it will fix between the slug in there and the slug repair gel. Since they have no O2, they can't get it back. We get a free Zoltan with piloting, which is the worst skill to have on a Zoltan, but okay. You run into shields and just be a battery. If we get a good training opportunity, I might train you on a different skill, but... not quite. Here's the oxygen hack event. That's a firebomb. You can see it says in the text they charge fire weapons. Well, it's not a halberd beam, not a fire weapon. The Ion Blast 2 is not a fire weapon, so it has to be the firebomb. Also, slugs only use firebombs. That's another one of their weapon quirks. Yuck, they hacked immediately. They cloaked immediately. I should have realized they were going to do that. Okay, currently they can't really do all that much to me other than firebomb me. They'll cloak before my second volley would have reached them, although my weapons had charged in time. Get out of there, Robert Smith. Now get back in there. Well, these slugs are on brand and have prioritized keeping their fire weapon up. Their cloak will probably allow them to get that off. Nope. Just too slow. Let's hit their cloak now. I'm concerned about hitting a different system, causing them to start trying to run and then they immediately cloak. Good. Okay, there's a store. We'll take this fight. Should I just do this anyway? I will hold off just in case that store has, like, cloaking and a flak. But it is greedy to do that. Oops. Actually, we may not need to hack in this. That flak 2 is the only dangerous thing, and it's almost as slow as my artillery beam. I exaggerate a little, but it is very, very slow. We get, you know, at least one good volley off before, and they only have 2 shield bubbles. Yeah. Looks like they have a repair drone over there from how quickly they repaired those weapons. Although it looked like they just instantly repaired the damage, they had already got most of the level of repair like previously, and then we damaged it, got it back to red. But it carries over the repair they had already done. They didn't just like repair the damage we did in a millisecond. Still no cloaking. This is one of the problems with the Fed ships, is because you have a non-standard system that comes pre-installed, you're not thinning out the system pool. Like if this ship started with drone control, which, you know, is also not a system that you generally want, I certainly don't tend to get it, but if it started with drone control, this wouldn't be there, and then that might be cloaking. Okay, we're going to have one more store in the nebula and one outside it. The only real way to see the rest of the nebula is to go down, so we're going to ignore that fight. There could also be a store in the non-nebula bits. Also, let's do this now. Have our Rockman pose as crew. The ship also has really good weapons. We will once again let them fire the single-shot lasers, and then hack. And we have a fire, although this time it's only a single fire. We should still be able to get a crew kill off it. We were able to take that down. I think it would have burned out anyway, but we took it down for sure with made sure of it with the Ion Blast. And by the time that it would have repowered, it burned down. Yeah, this time the slug managed to fight that because it was only a single fire. But... oh, well, the fire had apparently spread to other rooms because it's obviously in piloting right now. That will probably spread back in there, or spread to shields and cause him to run out. Either way, we've got this. Don't care about them having 1 point on there. He's trying to run through the locked door just as the fire spread. So he's going to take all that damage. He might just die while doing that, and even if he doesn't, he certainly isn't going to be able to fight these fires now. Shields are going to burn down, so we can't afford to shoot at anything else. So maybe the oxygen will run out before it does that, maybe. Looks like it, those shields don't appear to be burning down anymore. Come on. I'm gonna go off and find cloaking, hurry up. Nice. Okay, we'll take another fight, store. Have our second shot at cloaking this sector. No, not my artillery, you monsters. That is a Artemis missile, unfortunately. And it was the only weapon we didn't take down. But we dodged, so who cares? Now let's start smashing their shit up. Into piloting for the win. No double reward. There we go. Backup battery, cloaking. I could buy the breach bomb too for phase 1 crew killing. That seems like quite a good idea here actually, because we're not going to get mind control. And we have 26 missiles. Puts us a little bit back in our upgrades, but not that much. And we'll keep that, and we can just put that in places like that, or there, if we upgrade to weapon 7. We are now very much in command of this run. We could potentially actually not even just have it for crew killing. We could just, when we get to weapon 7, use that instead of the Ion Blast. It's quite a good weapon, although it doesn't fit in as easily with these other weapons because it's slow. Try doing this without hacking then. Yeah. This ship would probably be quite easy to crew kill if we could see what was happening, but let's just win. No, I didn't fire that for some reason. I think I fired that heavy laser a bit early. Fuck me in shields. Oh no. I meant the shield bubble, not the shield room, but I guess I was wrong. The fierce NG bursts through the door. Run away. Upgrade cloaking. Engines next. Track them. We definitely hack this fight. That room is very awkward to vent, so let's send the Mantis to fight them. Of course. But it didn't matter, we got those missiles down. We're not going to be attempting to kill this one, because we don't have a convenient... If we had a convenient fire in the weapons room, I suppose we can make one more attempt to get that, but... Nah. Now we don't have enough hull to play with. No. Okay, now get that up. We can now cloak for 100%. Get a couple more power bars, then we'll start working on our shields. We want our hacking here. I think we want our hacking here. This will switch our med bay off, but they are. Oh, actually no, we do want to counter this. I was gonna say we want to be able to counter this missile, but they have mind control actually, so they might mind control one of our mantises. So I want to actually hack that. They got the pilot, which is also bad, but not as bad as them getting rid of them. They are in our cloaking room, which is far away from piloting at least. Oh, whoa, no. I did a dumb thing there. I ran my door control person out. Unfortunately, we will not have 100% evade for this because of the fact they're mind controlling our pilot. Let's use this whole time that we're cloaked, because that will cause the mind control to run out. We can also clean up these borders, and then the situation is just a little bit more easy to manage. Oh, they do still have one of them over there. Good lord, what is your dodge? Actually, now I can use the NG to do this. We cannot get that fucking missile offline. Now, on the other hand, we don't want to use the full cloak because that just buys them time to get their mind control off cooldown. We want to start firing as quickly as possible and break our cloak. Well, we had that missile down for a fraction of a second. There we go. Why am I doing that? They still have the heavy laser. That was an extremely dumb and extremely unforced error that I just made. I thought that we had taken all their weapons off, so I thought, oh, I'll start powering my engines a bit more. Well, that fight was quite annoying. Of course, it could have been better if I had not needlessly caused myself to take 2 damage. More power bars now. No, I'm not selling drone parts. I've been having to buy those quite regularly throughout this run. We don't have anything to sell. Took a moment to decide whether or not I needed to weapon hack here, but I think we should just do it. We just took more damage than I would have liked, so. And also that is an interesting opportunity against this ship that has a clone bay and thus will not be able to repair these people up to full health when they warp back. That's gonna burn down. Yeah, these two might board us in a moment, or they might just take so much damage from the fire that they won't, but if that's the case, the ship will be screwed anyway. When that stops flashing, okay, they aren't gonna board. They've taken too much damage from the fire. But we can do that. That was a very rapid changing of mind. Damn it. We need to keep this down. Or the fire could spread into there, but... No, we're not accepting surrenders from dead people. Okay, I guess the breach bomb wasn't really that necessary. The breach bomb is better at crew killing than that, so... No, the drones we've been buying repeatedly and they cost... Well, we're going NG. The drones cost 8 each. that would basically save me, you know, it would maybe save me a bit of scrap, but not very much. And if we don't get a chance to buy more drones, it could even cost us. Let's take a couple jumps, then hit the store. We'll go to this one even though it's not shift detected. Sometimes in NG sectors that just means free stuff. You can get this event multiple times in a run. This time I'm going to take the scrap reward. This Robert Smith imposter is an offense to us. And also I want scrap. Download the data stores. Cool. Actually a reasonable number of fights in this NG sector, that's good. They've also got another breach too. Kind of wish we kept the explosive replicator, but not really. Tempted by the Zoltan Shield bypass. That with the breach too is quite nice. On the other hand, it would only really affect phase 3. And we can't fully break the missile artillery just with the breach bomb. Nah, I'm not going to spend that. We're too far behind on scrap. Get some repairs. Do we need more fuel to get out of this sector? Probably a little bit. We're probably going to skip this other store unless we get stuff to drop at one of these. It's always the downside of having an NG sector as your 7th sector is, well, you might get some drops that happen after the last store. And, you know, that whole repair drone that you could sell for 42 scrap just sits there uselessly. Try to shield their ship with ours. Long-range scanners. We will save the drone schematic, which we can now is what is going to this store. Take a fight, go store, then we hit all this stuff up here and dive. We probably don't need to hack this fight. Burst 3 is the only dangerous thing, and we can cloak that. If it even gets to fire. It appears that it's going to. Might as well just do a level 1. I'm gonna fire immediately now. Okay. Well, if we end up getting pinged by that, we're about to go to a store anyway. We can't cloak the second one. It is very slightly too fast for that. We dodged enough anyway. Probably get you. It depends on how much this damage this fire does to you before you put it out. 75, that's 5. 1, 2, 3. He may literally have like 0.1 of a hit point too much. It sort of depends on whether we get another fire. No. Got it. You can see the heavy laser, which does 30 points, did not kill them. You could, if you watch the animation, they started running out of the room, but the fire that it spread did the last 0.6 or whatever of their health that they actually had. Let's use use that instead of the Ion Blast. We can sell this. Can't quite get it online yet, but we'll do this for the moment. That's as many shots. One more scrap reward and we'll have the burst laser up, and we can just swap one of them out in phase 1 for the breach bomb. Double scrap potential. The burst laser purchase was not really necessary. I could have done it without, but I like lasers. I am a simple person in that sense. Really? Well, that's what the weapon hack is for, I guess. One moment. Back. I actually need the second shield here to stop them from hitting me with the mini beam. I didn't realize that missile was coming in at me. Well, that interruption has caused me 2 damage. Someone popped their head in the door to say something to me, and I did not realize when I paused that the missile was literally in the air. Use the full cloak timing. There we go. Is this crew killable? Not really. Unless we get a big fire in that room. We could switch to the heavy laser, I guess. That would have a bigger chance of doing it, but... it doesn't appear to be happening. See, now we've got one, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, they get out. Just kill them and move on. So I was mentioning drones dropping after the last store. Maybe we can find one in Sector 8, but otherwise that's a 35 scrap drop we can't do anything with. Admittedly, that would have dropped regardless of what type of sector we were in. That wasn't NG free stuff, that's just a random... Every time you get a reward, there is a, I believe, 3% chance that it just drops any old item. And that was that there. We can make this fight trivial by weapon hacking it and then splitting the flak and the heavy too so that it can't fully pop our shields. Get back to your positions. Okay, we got you. Well, we'll see if we can get a fire in that room as well. Nope. there we can't even hit. No. They dodged that with just autopiloting, and then unfortunately the hits they got on the lock door previously remain. Like, it sort of remembers until the doors have been completely broken through, it doesn't reset them. I'd have needed to get a double fire there, and it wasn't happening. Oh well. Small NG ship. We could get NG medbot dispersal by doing this, but I don't want to spend 40 scrap on that. Get my hack up. Take the pulsar, take the solar flare, take this fight, then double dive. We are hard enough, up enough for scrap that a double dive is worth it, and besides, it's not dangerous at this point. That is a promising fire. Although they're bringing this mini beam back up, so we want to take that out just in case. Yeah, let's watch this for a while. Help it along a little with that. I can get Felicity down below 45, which we can probably do when the fire spreads back into there. We could then kill without blowing them up. Although actually, we would need them be lower, thinking on it, because this is going to spread and burn other stuff down. I don't think it's worth the risk then. I'm not jumping out with my shields ionized, so we have to wait. Okay, we should be able to do it this time. Solar flare. What are you hacking? My hack. Well, let's try to do this with just cloaking then. Seems like we can. No. They just blew up to the solar flare. We just did an extra dive for an escort quest that we can't do. Oh well. Do this. So, dive number 1. Hack weapons to delay this missile. Thank you for jumping into one of those rooms. They're extremely easy to vent. Look now. Get in the med bay, let's hold on and see if we can get our cloaking off cooldown. We may just be able to kill this ship. I'd also like to eject these boarders before we escape, because the next dive ship will almost certainly board us again. Yep. We managed to cloak that just in time. A useful thing to note, if we were to say, no, I've got our cloak back on time, and then they had aimed that at us and it had hit, a sound effect plays when that hits. And if you jump out after hearing the sound effect, but before the ASB actually hits your ship, you don't take the damage. We'll demonstrate that here, maybe. Ow. Well, I was too slow there. Okay. That will get healed anyway. Since apparently I can't do that today, let's just get out. Heck this. Sure, come fight me in the medbay. Let them shoot the chain burst laser, perhaps, and then hack immediately after that to desync it with the hover beam. That's frustrating. Let you out, actually, that way we get our 100% evade back with cloaking. Here we'll just do a big long cloak, because we're going to just jump out of this fight. So, what do we have here? Probably like a repair station. The location kind of sucks. I guess we go to that repair station and then down into the base. That one might be available between phases, depending on whether the flagship takes it over, or whether it just gets taken over randomly. I don't know about us getting Shields 8 in this run. Okay, good. As long as one of the missiles is down, we can cloak the other one. I didn't check whether this was a not enough time event, but it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna try to crew kill a ship that has double missiles. Although that said, that's a lot of fire, and if we cloak here, these two will die long before they can get off of the ship. So maybe we can crew kill it. You help out. Damn it. Door did not relock in time. Still, we might be able to do this if that fire spreads. Like there. Okay, you're gonna run out of this room in a moment, and if we can hit you twice, we will kill you without blowing up the ship. Or if we can do that. Where are you going? I need to do this before one of those systems burns down. Which I'm not sure I can do. Got it. Yeah, we did not have much time to spare there, but we did manage it. Our repair station got taken over. Also, So yeah, we don't even have like buffers on some of these things. We're definitely not getting Shields 8 unless we get like repeated double rewards in this sector. Do we now want to go towards that? Let's do that. This is a not enough time event. It says we arrive in the middle of a raging battle. And this is highly killable, however. We'll need to kill all the boarding drones, which will be annoying. And they've hacked our weapons, which is also annoying. But they've kind of neglected to bring anything to pop shields with them. So let's run them out of boarding drones, and then we'll hack their oxygen and blow it up. Do you have a system repair drone? No. Good. We'll have to kill probably 4 of these boarding drones. You don't even get combat skill from doing this, so it's not like we're training our mantises. NG, go help out. See, we got no melee skill there. I'm not sure why that's the case. If it's an anti-grinding measure, well, there's loads of ways to grind skill in this game. Swap you round. Actually, I should get my NG out of weapons. If the boarding drone lands in there, that could be quite bad. I should have realized that already. I mean, if they're out, then it doesn't matter. Looks like they might be. Let's give them a moment. Yeah, I think they're out. Depending on what level oxygen this is, we may not even need to use our weapons other than to break the clone bay, I guess. Yeah, that's level 1 oxygen. We don't need to hit the oxygen to do this. We'll just hack over and over again. You know, level 3 oxygen, that drains well over 50% of their oxygen in one hack, and they're not getting anything near that back by the time it comes off cooldown. Probably need to do this 3 times to get it all the way down, maybe a 4th. Yeah, it'll run out there, but then it comes right back. So the 3rd time will be enough. Yeah, you can hack my weapons, it's fine. They'll be charged back up and blasting your clone bay to smithereens long before. Okay, maybe not. We should get a 2nd volley off. Oh, well, it would have been premature anyway because, yeah, we got the oxygen all the way down, but they actually didn't die. So those dodges actually did us a favor. Yeah, it's a level 3 clone bay. And one of our shots hit their defensive drone. But we still got the crit kill. Take this repair station. We're going to upgrade our doors. Needless to say, we're not upgrading the artillery. Like, doing that is extremely expensive. It's extremely expensive to power, and in this run we don't have the scrap even to upgrade like the systems that are actually useful that we want to upgrade, like shields. Do I have time for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Possibly, but let's not. Gonna hack shields here. We can cloak this missile every time. Our Mantis are getting plenty of practice at fighting boarding drones. You two go in there, you fix that. Used cloak timing to recharge our hack. Nope. Back to your positions. Wow. There's a lot of fights here, but yeah, you're about to go to the base. We just need to get down there. Cloaking the missile, that might mean we take damage from this, but so be it. This needs to hit it. We need to fail to dodge 4 times for this to hit us. We only need to fail to dodge once for this to hit us. Although we're going to likely get hit by that anyway now. Yeah, that has hit us. It's only a Leto missile. We'll take it. Our cloaking is just a bit too slow for this. Look at how close that is. Fortunately, we dodged it anyway. And we'll do a long cloak on this. Hack those shields down, and we should have that missile off next time. And now let's try to finish this off and succeed. Be quite useful if that had been the store, but it wasn't. Maybe that's the store? That repair station got taken over. So we still have this defense 2 drone to sell. Let's see, we might actually be able, if this is a good reward, we might actually be able to get Shields A after all. It's tight, but it's an outpost, we probably will. Yuck. They only have 3 shield bubbles, but they have double offensive drones. Attack their weapons so they can't sync those up with the drones. The angle on that anti-drone was awkward. I think I actually need to cloak these drones, which is extremely annoying. In just a moment. Alright, we're back. Ah yes, this is the ship with all these drones. Let's try to take them down now, because these can't actually get through our shields, as previously demonstrated. On the other hand, we might want to just neutralize this, and then leave them with just the drones. Yeah, that's more reliable. If we shoot the drones, we might just bring down the anti-drone. I guess we didn't need to worry about that. Oh yeah, this was an outpost as well, so we will get a bunch of scrap. That means we can do this. Cool. Thank you, outpost. And now we're off to the base. Let's swap the breach bomb 2 in for one of these one of the burst lasers. We'll still have a little bit of difficulty killing crew because we can't mind control, but we can pick a number of them off. We have 47 breach bombs to work with. And as long as we can keep the missile artillery down, we're not in much danger. That's very annoying. I think we can reset, but it may not be worth trying to do that. Cloak. Chuck all the lasers into missiles. If we can take it offline, good. If not, we have the breach bomb as a fallback. Oh, good. We did take it all down, and we actually killed somebody there. Ah. That miss wasn't because of the cloaking, we just missed. There's a fight there. I think we won't jump away. This does make things more difficult, but... Although the hack on weapons means we will have the shield hack up every time we shoot at them, since it delays us. Got another 2 there. Let's hold the breach bomb until after they cloak. We'll have to recharge it because they hack the weapons, but... We can probably use the breach bomb. Just do another full volley at here, and if we don't kill these 2, we can use the breach bomb to pick them off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we hit all of those shots, they will actually blow up. So let's not use the burst one. Okay, so we breach bomb there, and delete those 2. We've killed, what, 5 now? Although mostly that was honestly with the lasers. But those 2 we wouldn't have been able to kill with just the lasers, at least not in any reliable way. We might be able to kill at least 1 more because of the fire damage they're taking. We can chuck like a heavy laser and a breach bomb into that room. Like that. Ah, they dodged. Sad. Actually, we'll probably kill this guy because there's a breach in that room, which means there's no O2. Or we might just directly kill him with a breach bomb. He's in the threshold where we can now do that. We took some damage, unfortunately, because we're drawing this out, but I think it's worth it. Damn it! That weapon hack has caused that to line up really badly. That's cost us a couple of kills. I think I just need to end the fight now. We're not getting any more crew kills with the weapon hack. Still, we deleted 5 of them. And we only took, what, 1-2 damage? Get the laser back out. Yeah, weapon hack and no mind control makes breach bomb significantly less good, but it's mostly the weapon hack. Take this flight in between phases, we can use that to get an upgrade of some sort. This ship has effectively 5 shields we're gonna with that overcharged drone. See if we can hit the shields room. It's not terribly likely, but we might manage it. Oh, okay, we did. Cool. Keep the weapons down. We have hacking for this volley anyway, so their shield level doesn't matter. They're only not dead because we hit. They must have an offensive drone that I haven't even been paying attention to. Is it like a fire drone or something? I don't know. We could do this. That seems daft. On the other hand, what else would we do? This. That. We'll do this for the boarding phase and then maybe get a power bar before phase 3. Actually, I probably should have got the power bar before this phase, thinking on it. Since they're sending the boarding drone over. I'll send Mantis and Engie to fight. I'd like Maxim here to stay in the shield room for the shield skill with these drones shooting at me repeatedly. Well, if we wanted the Engie to help fight him, he picked the right spot to land. I don't know why I'm gendering a literal robot as a he. I have a bad habit of doing that, which for a non-binary person I should not do that, but it's difficult to actually get out of that habit. Is that enough? Actually, if we fire all of them and they hit, I think the person in there will just die. Yeah, we just deleted the person in there. Let's... We might not even need to cloak this since they're mostly beam drones. No, we didn't even need to cloak that. Sometimes they generate 7 drones at random, and sometimes it just generates loads and loads of beam drones, and therefore, sure, they'd be devastating. If you're playing shieldless, that's awful. But they can't get through your shields. So an ordinary 4 shield bubble ship, you're completely fine. Maybe delete another crew member. I wouldn't normally want to be doing this because trying to get crew kills in phase 2 is dangerous. But on the other hand, we still have our cloaking for the second drone surge, so I think it's worth giving it a try. And I think we actually did kill them. We don't have our sensors right now, so... This one we will just cloak. You people vanish. So we didn't take any damage that phase. Buy another power bar. I guess we power the artillery beam at the start of this fight. We can't use hacking there anyway. I feel kind of dirty. I'm powering that. We could take this jump after we win the game. That's a kind of annoying person to mind control. You eat the person in my med bay. Stop this person from breaking my You go in man engine so I have some base level. I won't quite have 100% for the missile surge. But 95 was enough. We're still going to get tagged by a missile though because, well, we haven't got rid of the Zoltan shield. You get out of there. We still haven't got through the Zoltan shield. You get in there to give me more evade for these missiles that are coming in. It didn't work, but it was a nice try. Let's chuck these in here and the heavy laser into shields. We can cloak both of those though. You do not want to be in there. Let's switch this off. So we didn't take that much damage across this, and the run was a little bit difficult at first, or not really difficult, but like it wasn't easy to get good weapon upgrades. We found that store with the burst one and the heavy one in sector 2, and then it took us a while to get our systems, but once we did, we were completely safe. We weren't punished for buying the long-range scanners in a situation. I wasn't 100% sure that it was the right choice. We had a better score than I thought we were going to. It felt like we were kind of behind. I think maybe sector 8 we made quite a lot of scrap. We had that double reward. We have the usual 50-50 ships defeated, beacons explored ratio, I guess, so I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised. The scrap collected is actually fairly low for defeating that many ships. I'm sure that I've had runs recently where I beat like 40, mid-40s, and had more than that. Yeah, the last run on Slug A we beat 46, and we collected 200 more scrap. So, but it is still ultimately win number 14. We are halfway to a second cycle. Who are we playing next? 3, 2, 1, go. We've already done that. We've done you, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, that was the second ship on the streak, that's why I wasn't sure. Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna, since this seems to be really stuck on Rock B, I've done that one as well, that was the first one. Now, we haven't done Crystal A, so it finally has given us a ship we haven't played on this streak. Let me double check that even, because I'm feeling paranoid now. No, we haven't played Crystal A. Cool, so that will be our next one. I hope you enjoyed the Federation A run, and I will see you for Crystal A next time. Bye for now.